Guys and Gaias, this is Ian and Renee Anthony.
Hi.
And we are the Anthony Bernard family. We are here in Zone 5 in Champaign, Illinois. This is the time that we are practicing here. We've been doing this this will be the third year that we've done actual serious gardening.
Yep.
And we're getting better each year. That's the goal. Learning how to do self-sustainability and permacultures before we buy our land in Arizona. We're going to own 2 properties, one here, one there.
Yep.
We're not going to own this property. We're going to try to get a country house and then own some land in Arizona.
Yes.
For Xanthos land.
Yep.
So we've made some changes to our plans for Xanthos land. We'll be updating our website here over the next couple months, but we're really busy in spring and summer. So the fall time is really when we do a lot of that type of work on our websites and making our videos and all that. So we'll try to, aren't we going to do the Temples of Nature series too?
We're going to do a Temple of Nature series to go with our tour, yeah.
Obviously we're really busy, but we're going to keep making our garden videos. That's probably about the only garden videos we're going to put out between now and the fall, besides my Christmas story one.
Yes.
So, but we're going to talk with you about all the stuff that we're growing and what we've done to the soil to turn our dirt into living soil and just show you around. So let's get started. This first area here is rain collection, and Ian's going to put 2 more pallets up and raise the rain collection bins up here on that.
Yes.
And then take what is that thing called?
The downspout.
Duh. The downspout over into the rain barrel to help fill them up. So the plants really love the rainwater, and they should probably be painted black, shouldn't they?
We will get to that, yeah.
Yeah. So we paint them black so that it keeps the sunlight.
Yeah, it stops the algae growth.
And the algae growth inside the water. Which that's only really if you're drinking it. The plants actually might like that.
Yeah.
But we don't want any harmful bacteria or anything accumulating there. We don't want mosquitoes accumulating in anything. So this here was where our leaves were stacked up. Now this is an interesting story here I want to tell real quick, because in all of these yards around our house, and this is no joke, they do not rake at all. They never rake their leaves because their leaves wind up in this yard.
Yep.
Every last drip and drop in one of them.
We have a video.
Yes. And it is really bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, I have a special place in my heart for leaves more than most people, because my daughter's autistic, and the first time she smiled was when a leaf fell down and tickled her nose. And so I was just always like, we can't burn leaves. I don't want to burn leaves.
No.
Sometimes, occasionally we have, because we had so many, but 99% of our leaves get mulched down.
Yep.
And used as garden topsoil cover to keep moisture in, because the sun will bake the top of the ground. When you remove the grass, there's nothing to protect the ground, so it'll crack and get real dried out.
Yeah. So we're keeping nutrients in the soil by putting the barrier over the top of them, keeps the moisture, and the worms thrive underneath it.
The worms, that's another great subject. We have a ton of worms, and so not only is this to collect all the debris and yard waste from a yard, but we also use it for a homemade compost. Now we used all that dirt that we made that was been composting for a year. We used that in the garden already.
Yep.
So now we're organizing this again to get some more compost going.
Yep.
To keep amending our soil. We've got this little pit that we put together. It's up to city code, and we use that to burn logs and sticks.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this is topsoil that we've removed with all the grass. We sift this stuff. We get all of the grass, all the roots, all the sticks. We have a sifter, and I'll show you that when we get around there. And we sift it out. Okay, and then we reuse that to add with the compost that we make, and we add that back into our yard.
Yes.
So, and then that's our little sand pit for the kids, because we live in the city, so we're getting pool passes and there's parks. So we use our yard for not growing grass, but growing food.
Yes.
Okay, and not just food, but medicine.
Yes.
Everything that we grow in our yard, including the flowers, are all edible and or medicinal.
Yes.
Okay, and we need to get a new grill because it's too small for us. We're a 5-person family, so. All right, and we covered the yard with wood chips. Now, most people would be a little scared to do that, but the great thing about what we have here is we got this load, $1,000 worth of wood chips delivered for free.
Yes.
We didn't even have to pay for the wood chips. Everything was completely free. It saved us $1,000.
Yes.
And he brought us the best of the best wood chips he could have. What does he do? He goes around town cutting trees for people?
Yeah, he cuts trees down in people's yards and chips them straight away, and he's got to find somewhere to put all those chips, so he just gives them away. Yeah, otherwise he'd just have a mountain of them for himself.
Yeah, so he saved the good one for us because he brought us, he was a day late, and I think it's because he knew he was going to pick these up, and he brought us cedar pine.
Yes.
And it's mixed with little green cedar, so that green stuff is not grass, it's the pine.
Yes.
Okay? And it's gonna help the wood chips break down a lot faster having the green in it. So the whole yard, all our walk paths are covered in this. And it does many things. Number one, it's a great water absorber. It protects the ground like the other mulch does. Another thing is cedar is what monarchs use to roost in.
Yes.
When they're hibernating.
So
they're familiar with it. Yes.
Familiar.
And we're a Monarch Way Station here. We're certified and registered Monarch Way Station. We're going to be a certified and registered pollinator pocket here pretty soon.
Yep.
With hopefully by the end of this month.
Hopefully, yep.
And so it's really important that we the cedar repels predatory bugs.
Yes.
Most people don't know that, but that's why the monarchs like to roost in them as well.
Yes.
And then what was the other thing? Oh, the smell. It keeps like mosquitoes away. It's very citronella type of smell. It's a repellent in general, not just for predatory, but it's got a great aroma.
Yep.
So I think there was something else about the cedar that I'm forgetting, but
it does take time to decompose. But for you, it's also, rather than going around on the grass that was really dirt coming through it and very slippy. This is.
Oh yeah, it's not a slip hazard for me because I slip and fall. I have a disability where I'm supposed to be in a wheelchair. I'm not. Obviously, I can still walk, but I don't want to slip and fall. So this helps me not to be able to slip and fall. And then also, cedar is one of the most expensive wood that you can buy.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that because of the quality of it.
Yeah.
So let's go over here. This here is going to be where we're doing our bush beans. We have several different varieties. We are going to put out a video that will show you the pictures of those varieties, either Baker Creek's pictures or our own because we've already grown them before.
Yes.
So we'll show pictures of those. And then we're doing Styles sweet corn, amaranth, and sunflowers. 2 varieties of giant sunflowers because out of all the things in our yard, the monarchs love the sunflowers the most. So we have them planted at this end here and at the other end of the corn. And then all across the front of here with this fence there will be tomatoes there. And then tomatoes in this entire bed. We love our tomatoes. We eat a lot of them. And we're going to do a lot of canning this year.
Yep.
We eat a lot of chilies and pastas and all that.
Yep.
BLTs and sandwiches and lettuce sandwiches. Salad sandwiches we call them.
Yep.
So let's go in here, talk about this real quick. Do you want to get the greenhouse unzipped?
Yep.
While I do that. So we've got beets through here. We've got the early wonder beets, the ruby queen, and sugar beets. Now I use the sugar beets only for the leaves because they're really buttery and they taste really, really good and they grow. You just take some and they grow back and you can use them for salad continuously. There in the back bed there, we'll be doing green bush zucchini. We're going to be growing basil all along the side of this, as well as in with the tomatoes, we'll be growing basil. I got a ton of marigold seeds, so we're going to plant as many marigolds around this garden too as we can, because those repel bugs.
They do.
And let's see, in this middle bed here, we did strawberry corn.
Yes, strawberry popcorn.
It's like a little 4-foot miniature corn that grows like little strawberry things. It's really cool. I cannot wait to see
2
that.
to 4 inches.
Last year we did glass gem corn and loved it. It was really gorgeous. Every time you opened a corn, it was a different colors. It was beautiful. Yeah. And then our loofah is going to go here. Now the loofah dries and you can make like dish scrubbies out of it and wash scrubbies. You can buy them like Bath and Body Works sells them. They bleach theirs. We won't bleach ours.
No, we'll leave them natural. Yeah.
But yeah, so.
And in the pot we're going to put dill.
Yeah, in this pot here we're growing dill because it needs to be contained or it'll take over. And this is our lettuce and our brassicas. We're going to do succession planting in here. So we will be we'll be planting. We just planted, so as you can see, we'll scroll in here. There's already, you know, tons of little sprouts going on all over in here. Yeah, we have a gnat problem, so I think just one of those little fly things hanging should take care of that. We need to keep this zipped up whenever we're in and out. I got lots of starts coming in here. Nothing coming in the peppers yet. They generally take a little bit. So we're going good. I need to water this oregano at some point.
Yep.
But we've got peppers, lettuce, broccoli, kohlrabi. I can't even think of everything that we have in here.
There's cabbage, cauliflower.
Cabbage, yeah. Cauliflower, kale. Collards. Yep. So, yep, lots of stuff in there. And we'll show you pictures of what we grew last year, because we grew all those things last year. We did great. But last year we really took mainly videos, you know, of the broccoli.
Yes.
So I'll have to still picture it, and this year we need to take some actual still pictures of the vegetables, yes. Not just the flowers and herbs. Okay, and this is our brilliant, oh my gosh, look at all the starts in that.
Oh, wow. That's
we got to get up close here.
They loved that rain last night.
See all those sprouts in there? Maybe you can see it now. All the little green sprouts all over that bed. See all them inside the bricks? That's garlic and onions. Perfect spot for them. Yep. They're going to do well. And the carrots haven't sprouted up yet, but they will.
They will.
We're going to succession plant because we want to see if we need to grow these earlier in the season or if we need to try for a fall crop, because we've got good harvests off a lot of it, but some of it could do a little bit better.
Yeah, it's like the cauliflower last year bolted because it got too warm for them.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this area. This whole area is it's a very loaded discussion here. So this is all of our fencing. Obviously, we've got to repurpose that and reuse it for our garden this year for the tomatoes and whatnot. Yep. So we're going to get all that moved out, and Ian's going to take the top grass off of this. We've already got the upper half done. That's for the strawberries and the peanuts up there. Yes, we grow peanuts in Illinois. We did it last year, and it did awesome.
Yep, we've got a jar full.
Yep. But in this area, we're going to grow our Lady Godiva and our ancient watermelon, which the flavor of that was just superb. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. So we're going to do that there. We got our garden table that we have over there that we put all our harvest on when we're cleaning them off and all that. Now, this strip used to look like this. So we got to finish this little corner here, and it will look like the rest of that. Now in this we've got sugar peas planted all along the fence. We've got our zucchini bush beans. Or not the zucchini, sorry, the cucumbers, the dark cucumbers. The zucchini's over there. Yep. Yeah, the cucumbers, the spring snap peas along the fence with the cucumber down in the front, and then mint growing in amongst it all there, and then comfrey.
Comfrey, yep.
Yeah, and I'm thinking along the border, just along the edge in the front, maybe do marigolds all along the edge of it in the front. Not again, I didn't do that last year. I only did the marigolds in that hill.
No, I'm on about like we're doing in the rest of the yard.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some marigolds here too.
Yeah. So let's walk down here. And we'll go to the front yard here shortly, but this is the side bed where we've got herbs growing, already getting their true leaves. And there's just lots of stuff that's going to be sprouting up in this bed. What did I put in here? Marjoram, thyme, sage, cilantro, parsley. I don't even know what else. There's several things that I put in that. It'll pop up. It's always a surprise out here because we plant so much stuff, and we do have a map that tells us what all we're growing, but we don't have that outside with us right now. Okay, so walking through here, it's a little wet and nasty. So is there anything else we can talk about? Oh, yeah, of course there is. Okay. let's go back around this way. Can't believe I forgot about these things. So we're all about repurposing. So we've repurposed this pallet to hold some of our garden stuff out here. We've got to clean out our shed, and we rent this house, so we're not going to fix the shed. That the landlord can put a new in here eventually. That's a little shelf we repurposed from a half pallet.
And that's the sifter.
That's the sifter that we sift our dirt from. We sit it right over the wheelbarrow and sift stuff into it. Yep, don't worry about our neighbor's yard. They had a sewage issue and they had to dig up their whole yard. This is where we put stuff that we don't want to be seen or we got to get rid of in garbage, and we just keep it organized there. And this whole back fence is going to be, we've already planted the blackcoat runner bean. Yep. And morning glories and the moonflowers. We've got the moonflower, which is a night blooming, really huge bloom.
Yes.
And we got the morning glories with the Heavenly Clark's blue, the maiden feather mix, the cardinal climber.
Sprouts.
Oh yeah, sprouts already. Nice. Awesome. So that's what's planted on here, and we're actually going to double the height of this fence for all of these. So we're going to go up another 4 feet because 8 feet is the limit that we can go in the city here. So that will be more than 8 feet tall fence going all along down this is going to be more than enough. So we'll have that up for us to have our morning glory and green bean wall. Yep. So I talked about the morning glories, so let me just tell you about the beans real quick. We have a Japanese uraizu bean, the black coat runner, the Ojo tiger bean, the runner achievement bean,
15-year-old cave,
the 1500-year-old cave bean. So, and the reason why we're mixing them together is because it's considered a master gardening technique, and it attracts a lot of hummingbirds and wildlife, and also it's edible for us. So it serves two purposes. Everything we grow, like I said, has a purpose for us, for wildlife, and for medicinal purposes, for food. And like I said, sunflowers are all in this area and on the end of that. So this garden is definitely well planned out, and we're very confident that we're going to have a lush green garden this year. Yep. And last year was superb, and this year's even better. So I don't see anything going wrong. We're usually, with germination and success rate of harvesting and getting an actual harvest off of our stuff, I'd say we're over 80% off of, we grow over 100 different varieties, and I'd say over 80% of them are successful. So that's really good.
We have like over a 98% germination rate from what we plant.
Yeah. And so, yeah, we want to collect seeds.
We do.
But from that, what were you saying?
And from that, we're getting, yeah, I'd say over 90% harvest.
Yeah.
Harvestable crops.
And then when we collect our own seeds 2 years in a row, they become our own variety. We've done it once already with some of them.
Yeah, we planted our intermediates this year.
Yeah, we're planting our intermediates, which means we've bought seeds, grown them, collect seeds, and now we're growing them again.
Yep, to make them our own.
To make them our own seed variety. That's how you start seed businesses. Okay, not that that's what we're doing right now, but we want to have our own tried and true varieties here. So this is another garden bed again. There's a lot of different stuff that's been put in there, and I don't know what's going to come up in it. And look at all our lawn bed. They didn't pick it up today.
It's all week. So
the whole week. Okay. Okay. So there we go. They really need to come get those. All right. So coming up here, this is a real treat for us because we have our little sitting area over here. I love these chairs, by the way. Ooh, sorry about that. Over here in this corner, we're going to rake the wood chips out. Let me walk over here. There's a big stick. We're going to rake these wood chips out of the way, and we're going to plant more amaranth right here because I want people from the road to be able to see the amaranth because it's such a beautiful plant, and most people don't even know what it is when they see it. Yep. So, all right, so in here, we're going to have red roselle hibiscus. I absolutely love, love, love. the red roselle plant. It's gorgeous, and it's like a cranberry on a plant, on a flowering plant, instead of a tree or something, you know. And then we have the lemon bee balm here. Not lemon balm. There's a difference between lemon balm and lemon bee balm. Okay, this is lemon bee balm, and it makes some of the greatest teas ever. It's really, really good. I love it. And then what was the other thing? Calendula. Yep. Now these are all rare seeds. Something I want to say real quick about our seeds is all of our seeds are non-GMO, untreated, open pollinated heirloom seeds. So if you go to Baker Creek or rareseeds.com, if you find something you like, you might want to buy it now because they might not offer it again.
Yeah, we've got several
seeds go extinct. Yeah, my calendula, the radio calendula and the solar flashback calendula, you can no longer buy.
Yeah, both of our cauliflowers that we've got.
Yeah, both of the cauliflowers that we have, you can no longer buy because they're rare seeds. These things go extinct if people aren't growing them.
Yeah.
And then we just get stuck with the boring varieties that we have in stores. Okay, so let's hurry it up. We're up to 21 minutes, so I want to hurry before we run out of time. So here we got marigolds, sedum. We're going to plant some aloe, xanthos cosmos. We got echinacea over in the corner.
Morning glories along the fence.
Morning glories are also planted up here along this fence to climb.
And the marigolds.
Yeah, I said the marigolds. Yeah. And then we use that little area for store-bought stuff that we find that we really like. We put it in this little section here.
A little display.
And like I said, just herbs and lots of herbs and flowers. We got chrysanthemums, asters are coming from in there. I got more asters that I'm growing. Yep. Self-heal, Maltese cross over in that bed. I mean, there's a whole list. I can't even think.
Wormwood.
Mugwort, wormwood. Oh, I got my Chinese motherwort back there. I didn't even show.
Yep.
So I got Chinese motherwort in the back that's growing that I forgot to show you. There's just so much. I can't get it all in right now. But we are going to put together a video, a slideshow of everything that we're growing that I can't remember right now.
It's all going to be amazing.
Yes. So, and I'm just going to go over here and end the video on our sign. Because we're so proud of it and we can't wait. Last year we got to raise a monarch butterfly from caterpillar to butterfly. Yep. And the kids absolutely loved it. So here we are. Be inspired. Later.